Oh man, I can see it on your face. If you're confused right now, good. That means you've been paying attention. You know this because I have built my entire style philosophy around ignoring trends and focusing on classic style with a modern sensibility. So why am I about to share with you the 5 trends I actually like? And more importantly, why am I starting this video wearing the one thing that gets me more hate comments than anything else I do? Stick around because if I'm breaking my own rules, you know there's a reason. This video is sponsored by Genesis. Let's start by acknowledging the elephant in the room. Yes, I am the guy who tells you that trends are disposable garbage designed to make you buy more clothes. But here's the thing, even a broken clock is right twice a day. These 5 trends in this video that I'm going to talk about, they either align with principles I've always believed in, or they reveal something extremely important about how style actually works. Some of these things I've been doing for years before they were considered a trend. Some of these expose the cyclical nature of fashion, and one of them is just going to make some of you really angry, and I'm okay with that. We are going to start with the easy ones and then work our way to the most controversial. I can't wait. The first men's style trend that I actually like is earth tones. Everybody is acting like earth tones are completely revolutionary right now. And if you just look around, you see it everywhere. Maybe it's because quiet luxury is having a moment, maybe, I don't know. But I have been banging the drum for brown, camel, tan, cream, beige, and any of the other brown hues you can think of for quite some time. In fact, some of you have suggested that we change the name of He Spoke Style to He Spoke Brown, or that I change my name from Brian Sakawa to Brown Sakawa. I have always loved wearing brown. It's a very warm color. There is a richness to it, pairs great with gold accessories. It's just as versatile as navy and gray, but feels a little unexpected. Makes a statement, but subtly. My undying love of earth tones is a perfect example of why you shouldn't chase trends, but instead wear what you love. Because guess what? If you stick with it long enough, eventually you'll be on trend anyway, whether you like it or not. I didn't start wearing brown because it became trendy, and I was already wearing brown. The second men's style trend that I actually like is all black. I have always preached simplicity, and dressing monochromatically is one of the most powerful tools that you have in your style arsenal. As I have said for over a decade, monochromatic dressing is a great way to make a bold statement with less. And wearing all black is perhaps one of the strongest ways to do that. Now, I know it seems simple, but the all black look is deceptively difficult to execute well, meaning you can't just throw a bunch of black clothing together and expect it to work. The key is to consider texture, fabric, and material variation. This creates a sense of depth and visual interest to your outfit that takes it from boring to beguiling. Sorry, that was the best word I could find when I Googled opposite of boring starts with B. When done right, an all-black outfit is a statement without trying to be one. It's confident, cohesive, and effortlessly cool. And the lesson here is that simple doesn't mean easy. Mastery is in the details. The third men's style trend that I actually like is long coats. Let me tell you a little story about this one. So a few years ago, I designed some new overcoats for myself, and I wanted them to be longer because I was interested in getting back to or embracing a more classic old school kind of style in terms of length. That January, I went to Florence to attend Pitti Uomo, and one of the things that I did at that edition of the trade show was to go around interviewing people, asking them what their most important rule of style was. Despite all of the wonderful answers I received, most of the comments I got were about the coat I was wearing. Coat's way too long. Knee length is better. Why is your coat so long? Looks terrible. But you know what? Let's fast forward to now. Lots of long coats, even longer than that one. And everyone's asking, where can I get a long coat like that? The fourth men's style trend that I actually like is wearing a sweater over your shoulders. You know, like licorice or cilantro, wearing a sweater over your shoulders is something people either love or hate. And I get it because I had some pretty strong opinions about it myself. It can seem affected, useless, pretentious, like what good is a sweater if you don't wear it? I thought of it as a fairly advanced style move that required a lot of confidence, panache, or trust fund to pull off. It intimidated the hell out of me. But then something happened. You see, before, when I had all of those thoughts, thoughts. I never actually tried to do it, but then I did, and I liked it, and I wore it out, and I felt good, and I gained more confidence, and then it became a part of my personal style. And here's your little nugget of knowledge. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, the more natural it feels. Still don't have a trust fund though. So for everyone who still thinks it's impractical and stupid, let me tell you, it actually is incredibly practical. You know, when you put a look together and it feels like something's missing, but you don't want to wear a sport coat, sweater over shoulders. It's perfect for travel when you don't know if your plane or train is going to be freezing or sweltering. Too cold, put the sweater on. Too hot, take it off your shoulders. Just right, leave it right where it is. And beyond that, it does, I have to say, project a little je ne sais quoi. People look at you like you are someone interesting. The takeaway here is that I was scared to try this. I got over my fears, I tried it out, I liked it, and now I do it all the time. And that is how personal style actually develops and evolves. All right, here we go, the one you've been waiting for. The fifth men's style trend that I actually like is wearing a baseball hat with tailored elements. Before we dive into my thoughts on this trend specifically, I just gotta say that the men's style community will pick the strangest hills to die on. For example, the sockless look, wearing a sweater over your shoulders, tucking your sweater into your trousers, high-waisted trousers. Now, it's all about drape. We're gonna slim shame you. And of course, the blasphemous baseball hat. Oh my God. Ah! Clutch your pearls.
Oh no. Did you see that I was wearing a baseball hat?
People lose their minds over these things. Seriously, the comments on those specific topics are worse than arguments about sports, politics, and religion combined. And do you know what my response to all of this is? Get over it! For real. Who cares? If it feels right to the person wearing, if it expresses their personality. Now, you might not like it, but do you or I have the right to tell them they're wrong? Having said that, I should not have to justify why I like to wear a baseball hat with tailored clothing, but for all of the non-believers out there, I love you guys by the way, this is why I like it. It comes down to, and it is an expression of, the philosophy, the creed, if you will, that has underpinned and driven everything I have done in my 13 years as a men's style internet personality. I hated the pretentiousness and elitism that I read in all those forums. I did not want to dress in a costume like it was the 1920s. I understood that dressing well could completely transform you, could give you more confidence, could be the catalyst for you to make a positive change in your life. And I wanted other people to feel that too. And you know what? Making it exclusive, making it club, making other people feel like they don't belong because they're not as smart as you, that wasn't a way to do it. Making it approachable, relatable, classic, but modern, with the feeling of, if I can do this, you can do this too. That's what I've been trying to do. So the baseball hat, it makes tailoring a little less stuffy. It makes it more approachable. It adds an element of sportiness to what can sometimes feel too formal. Not to get overly philosophical about wearing a baseball hat, but what I want you to understand is that there is meaning and layers of meaning in the style decisions that I make. I'm not just doing it because everyone else is. Style is all about personal expression. It's not about following a rule book. You don't have to like it, but I'm going to keep wearing it, and you're going to keep commenting, and you know what? We'll both be fine. Listen, the takeaway here, and the absolute best style advice you will ever receive, I should literally send you all a bill for this, is this: wear what makes you feel good and expresses who you are. Trends will change, you shouldn't have to. Thanks once again to Genesis for sponsoring this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tailored.